Manulife Wealth. Jeff, it's always great to have you here. Thanks for coming by. Your thoughts, what would you be looking for from Nvidia? And do you expect a strong quarter? I mean, the reading I've done suggests this company will again post remarkable growth numbers. The question is, are those numbers enough to satisfy sky-high expectations?
Well, I think that's exactly it. Will they satisfy the investor pool out there? You got to remember, since they did that 10-for-1 stock split, and over the last couple of years when a lot of people discovered Nvidia, you got a lot of newbies in there that are very fickle about what they want to see. But as the business itself, we're expecting yet another great blockbuster quarter. And it's kind of interesting, especially for professionals. Nvidia is kind of an easy one in some ways because it's kind of the caboose at the end of the train. It's the last of the big tech companies to actually report. So you already get to see Amazon and Microsoft and Tesla and all these other companies that use Nvidia chips. Before you even get to the Nvidia earnings, you can see what the CapEx spending is for companies like Meta and that.
Right.
So you almost get kind of a bit of a crystal ball to already know what's coming in the sense of that build out of the infrastructure for that.
And this quarter, those numbers, those CapEx numbers have suggested that these hyperscalers are buying. They're still buying chips.
Yeah, there's also a FOMO, fear of missing out within these big tech giants. They don't want to be left behind. AI is moving fast at a rapid pace, and they want to make sure they're participating in enjoying the benefits of AI. So they don't want to be left behind. So a lot of them are investing. And Nvidia has the best equipment, and frankly, is actually the whole infrastructure background and nervous system for AI. It's basically the game in town.
Okay, you've got some thoughts on big trends in the artificial intelligence market and what they mean to investors.
Yeah, I think a lot of the things people need to remember is recently with the DeepSeek China chatbot, kind of a competitor to ChatGPT out of the US, people got a lot of confusion around that. And sometimes people kind of get they kind of miss out and they get the rhetoric versus the reality. So for instance, there was an admission that DeepSeek had finally surpassed ChatGPT a few weeks ago to be the #1 downloaded app on the Apple iTunes Store for AI, but nobody said, well, for the previous 103 weeks, for 2 years, ChatGPT slayed it. And by now, most people have downloaded ChatGPT as an example, the test drive over the last years. Not many people left to download it. So these little nuances out there people need to be remembering of. But DeepSeek was kind of interesting as well. Obviously, they claimed, and claimed is the key word, that they trained their AI for over a couple of weeks for $6 million. I would suggest it was almost zero because the Chinese government pays for it anyways.
Yeah.
But what people need to remember is they did a shortcut. And you got to remember that they are also working on Nvidia equipment, but it's slightly older Nvidia equipment as an example. And using kind of a former version they borrowed of ChatGPT to kind of do what they did. But they had something clever they did. They wanted to bypass a lot of the workaround. So where ChatGPT would read every book in every library in the world, basically DeepSeek decided, why don't we just read the kind of abbreviated Coles Notes version of each book and kind of get to the finish line faster? Do we really need to read every book cover to cover? And that was their clever workaround that tried to help them kind of get to a finish line faster. But ChatGPT has a PhD. DeepSeek has a high school diploma, if I can kind of use that analogy.
Okay, what kind of exposure do you have on behalf of your clients to this sector, the artificial intelligence?
I personally love AI. Specifically, obviously, you're well aware for 15 years I've been a big proponent of Nvidia. It's like I said, it is the main game in town and is basically the whole backbone and structure for AI. But there's a lot of other companies that are out there, but people have to be careful. There's a lot of companies that just label themselves around AI that aren't really making any money. They're cash burning. So people got to be very careful when they're looking at different types of AI companies they may want to participate with.
Nvidia shares have declined for 3 consecutive trading sessions. It looks like they will rise at the open today. They are off their record high. Long-term investors, is this a good entry point for Nvidia shares?
It depends on the own individual when they talk to their advisor or what they're looking for specifically. But they were up. Nvidia was up 239% in 2023, 171% in 2024. So it's a great long-term company. It has an amazing CEO and founder that's amazing at what he does and the foresight they have for AI. I think it's a great long-term hold for the right investor out there. And again, because it's pole position and has that leadership role, it's almost everybody's dance partner. You go down the Fortune 500 list and everybody's literally picked Nvidia as their dance partner. So it really helps the business out. And again, they do a lot of partnerships, so they keep that leadership role globally, even with DeepSeek.
That's Jeff Hull. As you said, as he just said, he has been, on behalf of clients, a shareholder of Nvidia for about 15 years. We will be back with Jeff Hull after the